3 years. 3 years of your entire life you spend sitting on the toilet. Can you imagine? What a waste of time, isn't it? But I'm not bullshitting you. During your morning sessions on the Holy Throne, you leave behind more than 11,000 kilos of human waste. And you need another 1.2 million liters of drinking water to flush your poop to the wastewater treatment plant. This is the same amount of water you can use to cultivate 9 tons of potatoes in Germany. Think about it. But anyways, lucky you that you are not responsible when your poop is leaving the bathroom, because this is where the work really begins. When your poop is going through the pipelines, thousands of kilometers, by the way, in Germany, the sewer system is long enough to build a sewer pipe from Earth to the moon and back. So it's quite big. And who is caring about it? Who is maintaining it? Who is repairing it? Of course, these are our local heroes from the public water utility. Like these guys, standing every day with both feet in the crap to ensure that we have drinking water at home and we can go to the bathroom. It's anything else but not an easy job, because the sewer system belongs to a critical infrastructure. And the sewer system, parts of it, is quite old. So we have to constantly maintain it. And what you can see on the left-hand side is in the sewer system, sometimes we have cracks or damages. And the challenge is to find this kind of damages before the pipe collapse. So this is the first time where technology comes in. Artificial intelligence, picture recognition can help us to find this kind of cracks, and we can act before something happens. But we also have other challenges. For example, Corona. Not only because of these kind of masks, they clogged the pipelines and they clogged also the pumps. No, also because our water consumption was shifted due to home office. Suddenly we were all sitting at home and not in the offices. This is all challenges for the water utility. But the biggest challenge you can think about is climate change. After long periods of droughts, the sewer starts to smell bad. Nobody likes to have it. When we have a lack of rainwater, also we have big problems to transport our wastewater to the sewer system. But much worse than a drought or less water is when we have too much water, when we have heavy rain events. Now you may ask you, why? What does that mean? I will show you. Under normal conditions, the wastewater in brown is coming from our homes, from the offices, and from the industry, is going in one sewer system called the combined sewer system, and from there to the treatment plant. But what happens if we have heavy rain events? And this rain, all from the streets, all from the rooftops, is also going into the sewer system, in this combined sewer system. It brings the sewer, it fills it up and brings it to a limit. And then we have an overflow. The problem is, this kind of wastewater is almost untreated. Sometimes at the outlet, we have a small filter, or when we have a retention basin, then we can settle the wastewater, we separate the solid from the liquid phase. But all the rest, all the waste from the dirt from the streets, the pharmaceutical, the microplastic, all this water is going into our rivers. And this is one reason why less than 10% of German rivers not fulfilling the requirements of the European Water Framework Directive. Well, now you ask you, how does a wastewater overflow look like? When and where does it happen? And I brought you one of my favorite pictures. And I can tell you, it's not from a developing country, as you might think. No. It's from the heart of London. When in October 2020, more than 2 billion liters of raw sewage were released into the river. This is what I call a big shitstorm is. But this is not only in the UK happening, this is also happening in Germany, here. For example, the wastewater overflows from Berlin, they are enough to fill up the 3 pyramids of Egypt. But is there nothing we can do? Well, the simplest solution would be to build more and more and more retention bases, ponds. But these concrete buildings, they have a really, really bad CO2 footprint. They cost a lot of money and they need a lot of space. So, what to do? We have a problem. And this is exactly where I come to my personal silver lining. I remember when my aunt told me, Philip, problems are wonderful. Because every time when you're facing a problem, you start thinking creative and develop something new. This is exactly what happened. We found out that the sewer system has a lot of unused retention capacity, which we can use when we manage and control our sewer like a traffic light system. Unfortunately, the existing systems are not really prepared for it. They are not suitable because they're only measuring the water level in the pipes when the flood is already there. But what we need is an intelligent sewer system. A sewer system which can sync, a sewer system which can predict heavy rain events and take them into account. So, thanks to latest machine learning techniques, we were able to take the existing physical, really complex hydrodynamic models and transform them into a surrogate model. What does it mean? That means we created some kind of a digital twin of our whole sewer system. And this allows the AI, the artificial intelligence, to take autonomous decisions. And this is really important. This is where we as human beings come to our limit. Because outside of the municipality, the responsibility, there is no communication, there is no decision taking. During night when we are at home, there is no decision taking. The system can do this. This is really the future of drinking water and wastewater management. Because with this kind of systems, it's the first time we can not only react, we can act in advance. And this is really what makes the difference. And we can apply these techniques also to other problems. For example, to reduce floodings, to manage and to avoid water conflicts, and to ensure the human right to water. Well, so now I'd like to show you how the system works. So, under normal conditions, the sewer is all going to the wastewater treatment plant. And when we have a heavy rain event, then we have a bottleneck effect, and it comes to this overflow. But now, when the sewer system takes the decision and know where the rain is coming, is falling down, and where the pipes are filled up, then we can hold back the wastewater on a certain place and deliver the other directly to the treatment plant. What we are doing is, we are avoiding traffic jams in the sewer system. And this is all the magic. Now you may ask you how you can help the systems, what you can do. And there is something. Because in cities where we don't have a system like that, we still don't know when, where this kind of overflows are happening. So what you can do is, whenever you see a wastewater overflow like this, take out your smartphone, take a picture, make the hashtag CSO for Combined Sewer Overflow, and link our Instagram account, Combined Sewer Overflows. This not only helps us to validate our models, but also our community to raise awareness. Because you know, only what you are measuring, you can change. Thank you very much.